Anna Karenina. Anna Karenina's world is a gilded cage where passion is poison and desire is a crime. She steps onto the stage not as a naive romantic, but as a woman daring to rewrite the rules in a society built to silence her. In Tolstoy's piercing gaze, love isn't a sweet escape. It's a battlefield where the powerful crush the vulnerable beneath the weight of judgment and hypocrisy. Anna's fierce longing for freedom, for a life lived on her own terms, collides with a merciless world that demands conformity, leaving her trapped between scandal and silence. But her story is not just hers alone. It's a mirror held up to every society that punishes women for wanting more, and a call to reckon with the illusions we all live by, about love, honor, and what it really means to be free. Anna's illusion, the price of desire in a cage. Anna stands in the mirror, radiant and restless, wrapped in silk and suffocation. Her life is flawless on the outside. The perfect wife, the proper lady, the envy of the ballroom. But beneath the elegance is a woman quietly drowning. When she meets Vronsky, it isn't just infatuation. It's a spark to dry kindling, the sudden ignition of everything she's been told to bury. Passion, independence, hunger for more than duty. Her love isn't weak, it's dangerous, because it refuses to be controlled. But in Tolstoy's world, a woman's desire is a loaded gun, and once Anna pulls the trigger, the world turns on her. The same society that tolerated male infidelity scorches her for stepping out of line. She's marked not by her affair, but by her refusal to apologize for it. And so, the woman who wanted to live honestly is forced into hiding, cut off from her child, her name smeared in whispers and exile. This isn't just tragedy, it's a condemnation of a world that teaches women to shrink themselves for survival. Levin's quest, the other face of truth. But as Anna unravels, another story quietly unfolds. That of Konstantin Levin, a man who doesn't burn like Anna, but aches. His struggle isn't scandal, it's spiritual. While Anna fights society, Levin wrestles with himself. He searches for truth, not in salons or seductions, but in sweat and soil, in the rhythm of the land and the quiet moments of life. His questions are ancient. What does it mean to live rightly? To be good? To believe? To love without illusion? His love for Kitty, simple and imperfect, becomes the seed of something real, not fiery passion, but rooted grace. Where Anna is consumed by a love that isolates her, Levin finds salvation in a life that reconnects him to others. And in this contrast, Tolstoy offers not a judgment, but a reflection. Two paths in a broken world, one torn by fire, the other stitched by quiet hope. The social machine, a world that eats its own. The Russian aristocracy in Anna Karenina doesn't merely observe, it devours. It's not a setting, it's a predator, polished and perfumed, yet ruthless beneath its velvet glows. This society thrives on appearances, where dinner parties are battlegrounds and reputations hang by the thread of a raised eyebrow. Anna steps outside its unspoken code, and for that, the machinery grinds her down. One whisper at the opera, one turned back in a ballroom, and her fate is sealed not by law, but by cold social decree. In this world, women are ornaments, not individuals. They are praised for obedience and exiled for honesty. And the deeper cruelty, this machine feeds on its own. the same people who sip champagne with Anna on Monday will cast her out by Friday, all in the name of decency. Tolstoy holds up a mirror to this glittering hypocrisy, showing us that beneath every social nicety lies a razor. It's not just Anna who pays, it's anyone who dares to be real in a world that rewards masks. The illusion of love between passion and destruction. Love in Anna Karenina is a battlefield, not the kind where roses bloom and violins play, but where passion becomes both a sanctuary and a sword. Anna doesn't fall into love. She leaps, knowing full well there may be no ground to catch her. Her affair with Vronsky is painted in light and shadow, thrilling in its intensity, but steeped in fear, shame, and unraveling sanity. It's not a rebellion without cost. Tolstoy doesn't let us off easy. He doesn't romanticize their love. He deconstructs it, layer by brutal layer. Because here, love isn't freedom unless it's sanctioned, polite, and hidden behind closed doors. And Anna, she dares to make it public, to live it openly, to burn for it. And so society brands her a cautionary tale. But the real tragedy isn't that she loved. It's that the world refused to believe a woman could want more than beauty. Tolstoy asks us to look closer. Is it the love that destroys her, or the world that never let her love safely? Anna's fall. Tragedy or defiance? Anna's final act is a haunting symphony of silence. A woman alone on the tracks, choosing to vanish from a world that never made space for her truth. But is it defeat or defiance? Tolstoy doesn't give us a clean answer. He paints her death not just as an escape from torment, but as a mirror held up to the society that drove her to the edge. This wasn't simply the collapse of a love affair. It was the implosion of a soul caught between yearning and judgment, between passion and punishment. In her final breath, Anna refuses to fade politely into scandal. She forces the world to look, to witness, to remember. Her suicide is not tidy, noble, or romantic. It's raw, disturbing, and unforgettable. It is both a surrender to pain and a scream against the cage she could no longer bear. And perhaps that's what makes her fall so tragic. Not that she chose death, but that the world gave her no better option. In that brutal moment, Anna becomes more than a character. She becomes a question, one that still stares us down today. The echoes of Anna, why this story still haunts us. Anna's story didn't end beneath the wheels of that train. It lingers in every woman told to smile through her suffering, in every soul shamed for wanting more than survival. Tolstoy's Anna Karenina still haunts because it's not just about 19th century Russia. It's about us. It's about how society still polices desire, still demands sacrifice in exchange for acceptance, still fears a woman who chooses herself. And yet, through the ashes of her fall, Anna's echo rises. A whisper, a warning, a firebrand reminder that true freedom will always come with a price. But maybe, just maybe, it's a price worth paying. If this lit a spark in you, if you felt the weight of Anna's pain and the truth of her defiance, don't let it stop here. Hit that subscribe button and join our book-loving rebellion. Drop a comment, share your fire, and help us keep unearthing stories that refuse to stay quiet. Because here, in this space, we don't just read books, we resurrect their souls. See you in the next one.